Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing well. My name is Cesar Amaya, a second semester student of the program Philosophy. I'm going to show you a small presentation about thought in India, categories and vision. Is my perspective using a comparative view between Western philosophizing and Eastern darshana. So let me share my screen with you. Okay, this is my presentation. Let me show it in full screen. Okay, let's get started. Uh, Philosophy is a universal search of truth, independent if you are in East or West. We are searching constantly for truth. We try through traditions aim to understand existence, knowledge, and liberation. The word darshana means vision or way of seeing, like a perspective. The objective here, the general goal, is to explore the main categories of Indian thought and compare them with Western philosophy. Uh, what is the Western act of philosophizing? Um, it originates in Greece. Filosofía means love of wisdom, focuses basically on rational analysis, logic, and argumentation. We know some of the most named philosophers like Plato, Aristotle, and Presocrates. Um, who set the universal principles. And a philosopher is a thinker who observes reality through reason. What are the key traits of Western philosophy? Okay, the Western philosophy tries to make a separation between subject and object. The truth reached through critical reasoning. Knowledge means intellectual mastery. And the main activity or the main goal is to define, classify, and explain logically, reasonably. So if we try to see the meaning of darshana in India, darshana, as I said before, means vision or insight or perspective. And in darshana, philosophy is not only thinking, but also seeing reality. As Castañeda says, it transforms consciousness. Knowledge in this particular way is experiential, not only rational. It involves so many things around us. Some core categories of Indian philosophy or some words um, that help us to understand the Indian philosophy. Brahman means the absolute, the infinite reality. Atman, the inner self, self knowledge. Maya, the illusion of multiplicity, sorry. The karma, which means moral causality. Samsara, the cycle of rebirth. And moksha is the liberation from that cycle. Schools of Indian thought, darshanas. Sankhya represents a dual reality, Purusha, which at the same time represents consciousness, and Prakriti, the mirror, or its physical. Mimamsa, or Purva Mimamsa, deals with the interpretation of Vedic texts and ritual. Yoga, practice for union between self and cosmos. Vaisesika focuses on atomic theory and the nature of reality. Vedanta, non-dual realization of Brahman and Atman. Yaya, a system of logic and reasoning. Each of these systems combines metaphysics and practice. As you can see, it's not only logical or rational. It involves so many things. And a final comparison. From West, to explain and understand. In East, is more related to an experience and realize. The method in West is rational, argumentative, and in East is more mediative or experiential, based on the experience. Truth in Western, objective and external. In East or India um, is inner, absolute. The knowledge in West is conceptual versus in East, transformative. Living philosophy in India, as Ashuri Torres says, uh, Indian philosophy is a way of life. In that way of life, we think with an ethic, with we can use meditation, and the knowledge transforms being. Um, Vasconcelos states that India offers synthetic wisdom, combining reason and intuition, not only reason, as the Western says. Some conclusions. Both traditions are searching the truth, but follow different paths. Is the way that they do the critical thinking. The West is related to analyze, and the East is related to contemplating. If we put it together, those both uh, ways of thinking, they could be a complete vision. Reason plus consciousness. Philosophizing and darshana converge in awakening human understanding. References. And that's all for today. Thanks for your time. See you next time.